What's up, everybody? There's like freaking so much to talk about. There's like seriously so much to talk about. Like seriously. This is not even funny anymore. So yeah, a lot of people have been freaking making jokes about like me looking like Noctis. I don't know like if any of you know about this joke or not, but so here's the thing. So I've been uploading like these videos like where I go to like this one hair salon and get a haircut, right? I'm pretty sure you guys know about this, but I recently got a Sasuke haircut, and the other day, which is like about actually 2 months ago, but 2 months ago I got a Tanjiro haircut in like August, and yesterday I got a haircut again. Who's Noctis? Really? Do you seriously not know like who Noctis is? If you seriously don't know who Noctis is, I mean I really don't know what to say anymore. But yeah, so this happened. And I just wanted to tell you, like, freaking, I look like this now, but I mean, I don't know, I just might change my hairstyle like in a week. I don't know, I mean. How many times would you do your haircut? I get a haircut like once a month, like once every 40 days. I have a question, but like how many? Never mind, I shouldn't actually ask this question. I was gonna ask you guys something really inappropriate. But before that, I kinda wanted to talk about some interesting things of the day. And thank you so much for the donation, Scorpius Ninja 696. Get a hentai protagonist haircut. I did that before. I did that already. I did like this one thing where I tried to look like a hentai protagonist. I did that before. I think I posted a picture of it like in my community post or something, right? Didn't I do it? I think I did it before. As to this, like so many people have been asking me to freaking do a Goku haircut or like a freaking Sora haircut. No, I'm not gonna do it. It's freaking physically impossible. Who are you cosplaying? This is not actually a cosplay. The funny thing about it is like this is freaking not a cosplay. That's like the funniest part about this. I thought about this too, a cloud haircut, but I have to freaking like bleach my hair to do that, and I don't want to do that. I really don't want to like change that much. So, and there's like one more thing to talk about, like this one thing. I really have been wanting to talk about like this one thing for a long time. Alright, so let me talk about some interesting comments of that month. So, on my channel, I get a lot of comments. I get a lot of comments. And I think I came to the point where I cannot really read everything. But here, let me just introduce you guys some interesting comments I got in September. So, hey Ichika, Nito, I'll be in Japan for a while. I just freaking said I pray because I'm Japanese. I play improvised guitar. Can we jam? I got this comment on my channel. And he even says like, please upvote this so he can see it. So yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to kind of point out a lot of things about a lot of people. Please upvote this so he can see it. This strategy is not gonna work. I've seen like so many comments with like, please upvote this so he can see it. I've seen a lot of them, but it's not gonna work because people are not gonna just upvote your comment just because you're saying it. One thing. Next, I'm not Ichika Nito. I am a totally different person. So thank you. And thank you so much for the donation, Dio Brando. Jin Kazuma haircut. I can do that too. I mean, it's not really about a haircut, but I think it's all about how I style my hair to make it look like this. I can do that. And some people freaking have been saying like Saitama haircut, like One Punch Man haircut. Stop saying it, because I really, like, see? I mean, literally, I thought about doing that, like, last week. I literally freaking thought about shaving my hair. Because I was like, yeah, why not? But, I mean, no. And, let's just go on to the next comment. Low-key though, he sounds Japanese. I got this comment in a video where I freaking spoke Japanese. I didn't speak any English. And he said, low-key though, he sounds Japanese. Yeah, of course I'm Japanese. I'm Japanese. I freaking was speaking Japanese in the video. I'm Japanese. Of course I have to sound Japanese when I speak Japanese. Of course, but what? I got confused so bad when I saw this. I'm still curious if this person thought I'm not Japanese trying to speak Japanese or something. Because I mean, I literally was speaking Japanese the entire time in this video. So I was like, what? But yeah, things happen. And thank you so much for the donation. Scorpius Ninja 696. When's the next video, next Sora and Usa-chan video coming? I don't really think I will do it. Again, I think I've said this so many times, but I was hiring her, an Apple guy, to do videos with me. And now I'm focusing on like my voice acting stuff, like my translation stuff. So I really don't think I want to go back to like treating this whole YouTube thing as a business, like hiring Apple guy and like Discord girl to do skits together. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I really am trying to do YouTube like when I want to do it, so it's not gonna be like that anymore. That's one thing. If you wanted to watch Usa-chan is different from Discord girl. I've mentioned this a lot before too, but if you want to see Usa-chan, she has a channel, but she's a different person from Discord girl. Like Discord girl is like something we made together, but it's a different person. But if you still like want to see her, she has a channel. So, but it's not going to be Usa-chan. I mean Discord girl. And Josh Strife, thank you for the donation. Sora with Noctis hair singing Stand By Me When. I might do it in the future. And there's like this one interesting comment. Where was it? Oh yeah, I got this one comment too. He says, yo Sora, if you change the League of Legends version to Japanese, you will get the Japanese voicing pack. They have their Dio and JoJo Kakyoin voice actors. JoJo's everywhere. No one can escape JoJo references. I have a question, everybody. Can you guys like find some interesting thing he's saying in this like whole sentence? Can you freaking like spot this one mistake he literally said in his one comment? If so, can you guys please tell me like what mistake he literally made in this comment? No, not that. It's not all about like spelling or anything. Again, this whole thing, let me explain. I literally came to the point where I started thinking about that everybody thinks I'm not Japanese. Again, League of Legends version to Japanese. What do you mean? I'm in Japan. I literally was playing the game in Japanese. Like, can you guys freaking see the Japanese letters? Like, what the? I was playing the game in Japanese. Like, I was speaking Japanese the whole time. I'm in Japan. I was speaking Japanese while making the video. I was playing the game in Japanese, and yet somebody told me to freaking like change the client version to Japanese. What the fuck? I mean, I've been freaking, making a joke about me being a weeb, like me not being Japanese, but do people really not think I'm Japanese? Well, like what is this? Like, what's happening? I literally don't get this anymore. And so can I just ask you guys a serious question? But before that, let me just read this comment. Drought in the Arctic. Check out Arsenal T's Noctis song. Good shit post. I'll check it out sometime in the future. But thank you for the donation. But yeah, I have a question. This is a serious question, by the way. Do some people legitimately think I'm not Japanese? I'm actually curious about this question. Do some people think I'm not Japanese? Well, I mean, I'm not really sure like anymore. So like that's one interesting comment I got the other day, right? And I also got this another comment. Ah yes, sang every K-pop song in English. I appreciate it. Heart mark. I got this one comment in one of my songs. You know, like how I do a lot of like songs on my channel, right? And I got this one comment. And this one person had a picture of like a girl, so I think this person is probably a girl, but this girl is saying sang every K-pop song in English, and the song she was talking about is this one. I'm not really sure like if you guys have heard this song before or not, but let me just play it. She listens to this song and she thought there are just so many things to freaking point out about what freaking she just said in this comment. So yeah, lyrics wise, it's not even close to K-pop. Sound wise, it's not even close to K-pop. I think it's like highly influenced by some like alternative rock, or like some pop rock and whatever. That's like what I wanted to do in this song, but still, this is a K-pop song, so I mean, yeah, I just wanted to kind of mention it on this channel, like in a stream somehow, and I just finally mentioned it, so I'm happy, so I'm really happy. Yo, finally can catch you like, what's up, Sora? Hello. I'm just talking about some interesting comments I got last month, so yeah. And CCN, you were hilarious. Thank you for telling me that. I really appreciate it. I'm not really doing like anything funny right now. I was like literally trying to read some interesting comments I got last month. But let's do this. I have a question. So a lot of people somehow like have been asking me to play Among Us with Apple Guy and Discord Girl. Do you guys want? So some of you guys like asked me to like make them upload Among Us videos of us playing together on their channels. But do you guys want them to upload the videos in English or in Japanese with English subtitles? I have a serious question about that. English subs, right? So who is going to do the translation? Yeah, who's going to do the translation? Why me? If they are going, so a lot of people have been asking me to like make them upload Among Us videos like on their channels. And why do I have to do it for them? Like for their channels? So that's what I've been saying to a lot of people. And if I want to like upload my stuff on my channel, I mean that kind of makes sense. But if they want to upload their stuff on their channel, and yeah, I mean, why do I have to do it? That's what I've been saying for a long time. And this is not the first time to mention this. I think I mentioned this like a lot of times, like how there's like a language barrier and it's hard for them, especially for them, to like upload stuff, like since our viewers are like all English speaking people and nobody really speaks Japanese from my channel, right? So still, but a lot of people are kind of asking them apparently Fiverr. Do you know like how much it is to like ask a freelance translator to do translations? If it's like a video, it's gonna take freaking. It's gonna cost like $60 to $120. If it's like a 5-minute video, let's say, it might cost a lot more. So yeah, one thing I wanted to mention for a long time is sticking to Discord girl and upload like this whole thing. It's not gonna last long for that reason too. So a lot of people also have told me to like play Among Us with Discord girl and Apple guy on my channel, right? And I think I mentioned this before too, but I decided to treat this channel as like a hobby channel where I just like upload stuff when I want to, without like making any schedules and whatever like that, right? I think I mentioned this, but the main reason why I decided to do like my own thing is because I really didn't want to kind of escape from like doing all the translation work. I have a question. So if I wanted to make a 6-minute video with them, like speaking Japanese the whole time in the video, do you guys know how long it takes to like edit the whole thing and do all the translations for the video? Do you guys know? Can you guess? I first want to know, like if everybody knows like how long it takes. If people are saying 2 hours, 4 hours, it's not even like that. It's not even like 2 hours, 4 hours. You have to think about it. So in the whole like translation work and editing process, everything all together, it's not gonna be like, seriously, it's impossible to do it in 2 hours, 4 hours. I used to take 2 days entirely to make videos, and it was interesting because like I freaking uploaded like videos every day, or like freaking once every 2 days before. I seriously don't know how it was possible for me to do it, but I did it before. But I did it before. So 1 week, it doesn't really take a week, but if I have like other projects as a voice actor or like as a translator, yeah, it sometimes took a week too, because I had to do like other stuff as well. So it's seriously. Anyway, Kevin Offshore, thank you so much for the donation. Def throwing a reference to you in my next song about Doctus. Thank you so much. What do you think? So yeah, that's what I want. I think I said this so many times, and again, so Discord girl is different from Usa-chan, that's one thing, right? And Apple guy is different from Apple-san. If you guys have watched their streams, do you guys know like how they act a lot different from like my channel? You know what I mean? Like, do you guys know how they act a lot different when they are streaming, when they are not like in my videos? Have you guys ever noticed it? So again, if you guys want them to act like Discord girl or Apple guy, it's like we are making them to act. It's basically like what I'm trying to say is that we are making them act something we once like completed. You know what I mean? And yeah, so basically they are totally different from like Discord girl and Apple guy. So one thing, if there were videos like without any like scripts on my channel, like for example, like all those prank ones, like they are real, like we didn't really have any scripts and whatever, and every video that says how to say those like videos, all of them had any kind of like scripts besides the gaming part, because like for the gaming part it was impossible to like have scripts, but for the skit parts of how to say series, we had some sort of like scripts for every video. But if you watch like any videos without the title like how to say, then yeah, there were videos like we did without like scripts and whatever. Do you guys still play together? I haven't really played with like any of my online friends for a month now. And again, and Josh, let me just read your donation later. So some people think Discord girl and Apple guy are like my only friends. I've been talking about this like for freaking 10 months now. I just noticed it. Sorry, I just freaking couldn't like stop laughing. But yeah, Apple guy and Discord girl aren't my only friends. I have like other friends too. But I mean, yeah. And I haven't really played games with any of my online friends. I talked to Discord girl a week ago, just because something happened on her channel and she really wanted to like tell me something about like what she experienced. But other than that, I really haven't played any games with any of my online friends. Oh no, what am I talking about? But yeah, just Shrift, when the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid, no, I won't shed a tear. Just so long as Sora stands and poops on me. Oh, Sora poop on me. Ah, poop on me. Thank you so much for letting me sing the song. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And as to this, if you guys are like going after her and saying this, you really have to stop it. She's kind of like mad about people saying it now. Not because you guys are saying like that to Discord girl, but she doesn't like to hear the same thing again and again. She told me a week ago. She came up to me a week ago on Discord, and she told me like people just keep talking about Sora all the time, like whenever she tweets, like whenever she streams, and she told me she's sort of like mad about it because she really cannot do anything. I know it was a joke, but we've been hearing it for a year now. So but yeah, I mean, so yeah, it's fine. If you guys talk about that on my channel, it's fine. But if you guys go up to her channel and talk about that, don't do it. She's actually mad about it now because she's been hearing the same thing for a year now, and she is thinking about like banning the word Sora now. It's like at the point right now. And again, we didn't have like any drama or like anything. So literally, we didn't have like we've never had any like freaking confrontation or anything. We literally have never like had an argument. But yeah, that thing is going on right now, like where people go after her and keep saying Sora. So she's actually kind of mad right now, so stop doing it on her channel. Don't do it. And no, we are just friends. We are just friends. So, and Hazel Fox, thank you so much for the donation. Hello, Sora. Hello. And Drow in the Arctic. What? Impossible. You lie. Yeah, it's kind of possible. I sort of have some friends. And again, for some reason, some people think that Hiraki is the only friend I have in my life. Do you guys think so, by the way? If you guys think Hiraki is the only friend I have, I mean, that's awesome. I mean, that's amazing. But I kind of wanted to talk about how, like, yeah, I mean, that's awesome. I mean, some people told me, like, so, I mean, Hiraki has been, like, doing things on his channel, right? And, here's, like, the interesting part. Let me freaking talk about this, too. I freaking couldn't stop laughing, like, when people asked me that. So here's the story. So, there's, like, this one person called, Hiraki. And there was like this one time before, that was in like July or like August, I think. I did a lot of videos with him because, like, I mean, he told me he wanted to like start a channel. So I was like, yeah, sure, then I can just do videos with you to just help you like build some, you know, community through my channel. So I did videos with him like a lot, and I haven't really done videos with him like for 2 months, like 3 months. I really forgot. But and then he started having like his own community, right? Then he started doing his videos with like his other friends, and suddenly some people thought like there was something between like me and Hiraki, so that Hiraki started doing things with like other people. So I was like, what? I actually laughed super hard when I heard that. I mean, it's okay. It happens. I understand it. But... And Drow in the Arctic, thank you for the donation. It's boomer humor. They can't let go of a joke. I mean, it's fine. If you make that kind of joke like on my channel, it's fine. Like I don't really care. But I kind of have to mention it in every stream now, because she literally told me, yeah, she is at the point where just she feels annoyed by the same thing for a year now. So for them, I have to mention it now. I mentioned this in the last stream too, but I literally came to the point where I have to mention this in every stream for them. So Puro English, no? Oh, Filipino words. Para di kaya masawa. I think so too. But yeah, thank you so much for what was I talking about? I freaking forgot what I was talking about. Oh, as to this though, I don't know, like I don't really think it's gonna happen. I mean, I don't really think he wants to do a collab with me. Does he want to do a collab with me though? I mean, for me though, I would be happy to even like just meet him. Like I don't really want to just do a collab with him, but I just want to meet him in person, because like he's one of the like people who influenced me a lot as a YouTuber. I really respect him as a person, because like I mean he's in Japan and he's freaking successful and like whatever, right? I respect all the Japanese people, like all the half Japanese people, like who are successful outside of Japan, including like Filthy Frank or Georgian or whatever. So yeah, I want to sort of meet him and just, I don't know, I mean, talk to him. And if there's a chance, we can do like that and other things, if you know what I'm talking about. So, and I once joined her live and people were just talking about her fan base, mostly being in English, cause we came from your channel. If that's what you guys talk about, then that's fine, like she doesn't care about it. But when you guys talk about something like word sura, how it's sura, date sura, she gets annoyed by it. She didn't care about it like about 8 months ago, but now it's been there for 10 months. Now she is like at the point where she can't do anything. Like she can't do like her own stuff on my channel, on her channel, without like talking about myself. I mean, talking about Sweater Troll. So yeah, she is kind of annoyed by it, like annoyed by the fact, and that's one of the reasons why she kind of decided not to do anything like on YouTube for 3 months. So I really have to mention it now in every stream to let it, like, let people notice. Yeah, she doesn't like it, but this is you know what's funny though? This is exactly I told her. Like, so when that happened for the first time, I think that was like in March or something, she told me that. And I was like, I mean, just wait for like 2 more months. It's fine, 2 more months and people will stop talking about it. But it's still like, you know, going on. It's still like everywhere, right, on her channel. And yeah, I mean, she's like completely kind of bummed out about it. I don't know, really. I really have to ask her about it. Sasuke69, he's my friend, I actually know him in real life. And Xtiano, I haven't caught a stream in so long. I missed you too. Thank you so much for the donation. And Just Strife, when's the Among Us with your fans video or stream? I've been waiting on the community page for a while now for the room code. The thing about it, let me ask you guys something. Do you guys want me to stream Among Us? So I know like there's a freaking high demand for playing Among Us on my channel. Right. But here's the next question. Do you guys want me to play with my viewers while I'm streaming? Yes or no? And I have like a next question after this one. And I know everybody's gonna say yes, but... So there are some people who are saying no and yes at the same time. So there's like this one problem if I ever decided to stream Among Us while playing with my viewers. I'd have to freaking confess to everybody that I'm an imposter if I stream me playing Among Us. This is what's gonna happen. Alright, so if I freaking like play with my viewers, my viewers can freaking watch me play it, right? They can literally just freaking watch my stuff and literally tell if I'm an imposter or like if I'm not an imposter. So if I ever become an imposter, I will freaking die in the first round. Cause people will say, Surai's an imposter because I'm watching his stream. And yeah, I mean, that's it. Literally. So I'm thinking about like how to do it really. Like how can I really do it though? So yeah, I mean, yeah, I thought about this instead of like playing with my viewers. Like what I'm thinking about is like playing Among Us, but without my viewers. Like I just really want to play the game like without playing it with my viewers, because I think that's the only way at this point. So yeah, that's one thing I've been thinking about. I really want to stream Among Us for like 12 hours and see like what happens to my body and my mentality and my dignity and everything. I don't know what the fuck am I talking about. But yeah, and but yeah, I kind of wanted to play Among Us with like some random people. So I might post something on my community section and play with some of you guys like randomly. That's one thing I've been wanting to do without like making videos and whatever. So. And Javer-san, what have you been up to the past month? So in September, I was just focusing on my work because like I got a lot of like job offers from like a lot of people because like they apparently saw my videos on YouTube and whatever. Like those voice acting ones like in VR chat, and they wanted me to do like a lot of narration works. So I've been in September, I had to freaking focus on like my work entirely. So I didn't make any videos in September, and I didn't do any streams in September, if I'm not wrong. And yeah, in October, I just decided to do a lot of like streams and a lot of like videos because I mean, I really just cannot freaking, you know, let it do nothing, right? So, and Mike P, thank you so much for the donation. Mike P. Yeah, I thought that sounded freaking dirty, but it's a normal word. Never mind. I'm just dirty-minded, I think. And yeah, by the way, I kind of wanted to talk about something else as well, but how do I say this? So let me freaking write it down, since I don't really know how to freaking like talk about it. So here, internet internet. Internet versus reality, as in real life. Which is more important? Which is more important? Vote. Which is more important? Internet versus real life. Sex. So, I was gonna talk about this like in another stream, but I really have to talk about this one as well. So, if you guys didn't know, I've been studying psychology for a long time, and so I'm currently 28, and I've been studying psychology since I was like 18. And let me talk about something really, really important. So, are you guys depressed? Like, are you guys happy with your life? Especially for the people who just said internet to my question. True. It's just all about like statistics. So some people say like sociology is better and whatever, but I mean it's just basically like based on like statistics. Like nothing is based on like actual proof or like anything. It's just based on like all statistics and like tendencies. But still. And Phantom Axel, thank you so much for telling me my thighs look juicy. I really appreciate it. And Meiji Yu, good evening, Sura. Good evening. And thank you so much for the donation. And Thunderbeard, konbanwa senpai, konbanwa senpai. So here, let me talk about like some really important stuff, like between your quality of life and how much internet you use. If you use internet too much to the point where you started thinking internet is more important than real life, you might have depression, or you might have depression in a year. And you're like, so what I'm saying is like, if you use internet way too much, you'll basically be unhappier and unhappier again and again. Even though it sort of feels like you're not alone when you're using the internet. There are a lot of papers and a lot of like study about this, like how internet doesn't solve like this one problem, like where you feel lonely. You can't use internet to make friends with people. I mean, you can kind of do that if you actually are going to meet them in real life and whatever. But if you make internet friends, and if you talk to your internet friends more than your friends in real life, you somehow become unhappier and unhappier, and you get depression. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I literally experienced it 6 years ago. So yeah, so the thing about it is, I had this one time before when I was like so depressed, and that was like 18 years ago. But I mean, a lot of things happened like 10 years ago. But that was like about 6 years ago when I literally felt like I was not happy at all. That's when I did Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram was not a thing before, but Facebook, Twitter, and what else? Like, I think I did a lot of like SNS things, including what did I do really? I really forgot what I did, but I did a lot of things back then. And I was talking to a lot of like my online friends, and I was talking to my friends on the internet instead of like talking to them in real life. What happened to me was, it was really interesting. So there's like this one new form of like depression according to some psychiatrists and whatever, it's like where you don't meet people way too much and you just talk to people on the internet so that your brain makes you think that you are feeling lonely. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense, really? But I experienced it once before. And that's why I don't do like any SNS things like Twitter. I don't do that, right? I don't have Facebook. I don't have an Instagram. I don't have anything. The reason why I don't have like any of them is because, yeah, I mean, there's like a relationship between like how much internet you use and like how depressed you get. Search it. Like you can find a lot of papers and books about it. And I was like, wow, interesting. So I stopped doing like all the like internet things and I started like, you know, doing a lot of like real life things to make myself happier. Let me tell you what I started doing, but let me just read the donations first. Mike P, just for saying my name like 10 times in a row. PS, just the initial of my surname. Thank you so much for telling me that. I really appreciate it, Mike P. Because you know, sometimes people are named like Mike Hunt, and I think I said Mike, yeah, that word in streams like a little time just because like some people are named Mike Hunt, and there was like this one person who was called I am gay or something like that, and I read his name and people told me I'm gay, so I thought your name like might be one of those things, but yeah, I was wrong, so thank you. But yeah, thank you so much for the donation. And I'm a poor boy. I use my PC and phone so much more than my actual social life. Having friends over also drains my energy. I really don't want to play the depression card as my friends say it's fake. So depression is not fake, and a lot of people's... I have a question. It might be just a Japanese thing. Do people in your country think depression is a fake thing, or like it's not real, or it's just all about like being like fake? Do people believe that in your country? Because in some countries people think like that. That's what I heard, but not in Japan. In Japan people never see it that way. And what the fuck did I just see? So yeah, there are some people who think like that in some countries. That's kind of unfortunate, really. I mean, it's a serious issue, though. I was heavily depressed before as well. So I mean, I know how hard it is to kind of get depressed and stuff. Let me kind of talk about how to get out of depression and like how to spend a happier life. Let me talk about it because I think it's really important to talk about that, really. So Yorishka, thank you so much for the donation. And Thunderbeard, it makes sense with what you were saying as you were constantly talking to people through a device which isn't as intimate as it would be in person. So so this is like the most important thing about like how to make yourself happy. People feel happy when you see their faces in real life. Like when you see like other people's faces in real life and talk to them in person. There's like some interesting like research and like experiment about this. People feel happy when they have a chit chat. When they have like some constructive conversations, they feel tired or they get kind of unhappier after having like some constructive conversations. What you have to do is, according to some psychiatrists, what you have to do is talk to people in real life and talk about some like dumb stuff, including, hey, so how's the weather today? Something like that. You literally don't have to be anything like meaningful. You literally have to talk about, hey, how's the weather today? And you'll be happy. It's insane, right? Basically, you have to drop your IQ by 30 and talk about the weather. Though the weather is like obvious. Though it's obvious that it's freaking sunny, you have to freaking talk about, hey, how's the weather? That's what you have to do to make yourself happy. And I'm like, what? but it's true. Try it. I freaking did that to my mom like a lot of times before. I freaking went up to my mom and I freaking asked my mom to console me or like spank me. Stuff like that. It literally makes no sense, but I freaking felt happier after that. That's why I like to act stupid. But I don't know what I'm talking about. I really want to take a poop. But yeah, fuck my ass. Yupi, thank you so much for the donation. I haven't seen you in a long time. You hot as fuck. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you so much for telling me this. Thank you so much for the donation. The reason why I'm laughing, this one is because like there was like this one guy before that was like freaking a week ago who told me like, oh, you were hot as fuck, can I fuck you? And I was like, what? like this. So asking somebody if you can fuck them or not, it's kind of interesting. Because so here's the thing. So if you want to like freaking fuck somebody in their asses and whatever, I don't really think it's something like you ask. You do it without like their permission. I mean, that's how it works, I thought. You really cannot just go up to people and like, hey, can I fuck your ass? Because I mean, obviously, the point of asking things is to be polite, right? And the question itself is like not even polite. And what is the point of like asking somebody to if like he can fuck you or not when the question itself is not polite? You know what I mean? What the fuck am I talking about? Fuck my ass. 建前というか単純に質問をすることそのことが吹っ飛んでるっていう。You meant no consent? No, I mean, sure, but no, what I wanted to say was like, sorry, I'm freaking tripping today. Just fuck my ass. I literally don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But yeah, thank you so much for the donation though. Thunderbeard, bend over, then senpai. I will bend over. And there's like one thing I wanted to ask you guys too. What was the question? And Johnny Maureen, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. So here's the thing. What was the question? I should have freaking written down everything I wanted to talk about. What the frick did I walk into? You just walked into a stream where I freaking get confused and say fuck my ass. I forgot what I wanted to talk about. How was the weather? Yeah, so that thing. So if you wanted to feel happier, or if you wanted to kind of just, you know, get some energy from people, you literally have to talk about some stupid things like, you know, how's the weather? Or like, oh, how are you doing? Or like, oh, do you like this hamburger? And stuff like that. You literally cannot talk about constructive stuff, including, what do you think about he did last week? Or like, what do you think about the plan we have about the next meeting? You really cannot talk about that because thinking about that itself apparently makes you tired, according to some psychiatrist, and I have to believe it too because like I can understand it. So instead of doing that, you can pretty much talk about like, hey, fuck my ass, or like don't say fuck my ass though, I mean, because it's gonna get you in trouble. And Spooky Mail, thank you so much for the donation. Let me eat that bat hole. I'm not really sure like if you are saying that to me or like if you said that to make me say it to you. But yeah, let me eat that bat hole. And Johnny Maureen, thank you so much for the donation. I feel like I read your name, but Social knowledge. I freaking forgot what I talked about. What I was talking about. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Yeah, stuff like that. So if you talk about stuff like that, you'd probably get satisfied with like about talking about it. But if you wanted to just like feel happy or like just feel energetic by doing something, it's apparently the best to talk about like the weather or like some stupid things like, oh, do you like the color red? Oh, do you like the color white? You have to literally drop your IQ by 20 to be happy, is apparently some people think how we are. How old are you? How old do you think I am, by the way? I have a question. And let me read the donations in 30 seconds. I'm really curious like how old everybody thinks I am. I literally talked about this like more than 100 times, but...確かに。That kind of reminds me of this one person who left a comment saying, "What school do you go to?" And that also reminds me of some people who asked me to play Roblox with them. But I'm 28. What the fuck am I talking about anymore? And Hiroaki Kiyohara, thank you so much for the donation. Say stupid things to make me happy, guys. 僕を幸せにするためにどうでもいいことをチャット。So yeah, you literally have to freaking like talk about some stupid stuff to like make yourself happy. And I kind of feel happy about myself. I really am content with like everything about my life. I literally have no regrets like anything about my life so far, just because I'm stupid and I've been doing stupid things. Like when I play games, I do stupid things as well, right? And I play VR chat to just freaking talk about stupid things with people. And yeah, I feel like it really is true. You literally have to drop your IQ by 20. And if you like to talk about constructive things, you can do that still. But it's somehow important to just drop your IQ by 30 or like 20 and talk about the weather. Like when you literally can see the weather, like obviously you still have to like freaking talk about the weather. Like, hey, how's the weather? It's sunny, dude. You really cannot say that. You really cannot say stuff like, it's sunny, dude. You have to go like, oh, the weather's amazing, right? Like the sun's like over there. We can see it, but yeah, we like to talk about the weather, right? And you just have to go like, yeah, right? Yeah, I like to talk about the weather. So, are you hungry? You know what I'm talking about. And thank you for telling me you were gay for me. I was not talking about sexuality, but thank you. I really appreciate it. And Thunderbeard, stop teasing. Wait, did I strip or anything? Did I strip or anything? Or what? I can do that sometime in the future, yeah. Did I strip or anything? Yes, your jacket, because it's kind of hot. I was wearing it to freaking make myself look like Noctis. And thank you for the donation, Mike B. If I dropped my IQ by 20, I'd be dead. That's interesting. You're now on Pornhub. I'm on everywhere. I'm on freaking X videos, Pornhub. X hamsters. X hamsters? Is it like without S or without an S? But whatever. But yeah, I'm on everywhere. Thanks to some amazing people who uploaded my stuff to like other websites. No! Some people somehow uploaded my stuff to other websites like Pornhub, like X videos and whatever. So yeah, I'm on like those websites. Thankfully. But yeah, I mean, still, you can't still like see my stuff there. But there's this one thing called deep fake. Here's the question. Do you guys know about like this one thing called a deep fake, by the way? In Japan, it's a huge problem right now. Some people got arrested for doing that. Some people freaking got arrested for freaking doing like one of those deep fake videos. You guys don't know like how deep fake works. So I know deep fake is just a meme, but what you know, like what you know about deep fake is nothing. Deep fake is like not like that. It's not meant to be like that. Deep fake, if you use deep fake, you can literally make porn with some normal people. So some Japanese people got arrested for using deepfake because like what they did was like they freaking traced some other people's like faces and whatever, and they put the faces on porn and made it look like as if like those people did porn. And yeah, I think they were selling the porn or something. And they got arrested, and it's a huge news now in Japan right now because they can do that. If you guys didn't know about that, then you really have to like Google about like what deepfake really is. Deepfake is not really about freaking making people sing like baka mitai or whatever. It's not how people use it. On YouTube, thankfully, it's just a place of like, full of memes and stuff, so nobody does that. But you can do that now. Mark Zuckerberg talked about it too. Yeah. So be careful. In 2 years, you will see a lot of like illegal stuff on some dark web or some normal websites with... Never mind, I shouldn't really talk about it because this is kind of scary. And Loath Master, thank you so much for a donation. Sora always makes my wind whacker harder than diamond. Let me just Google what a wind whacker is. I think I know what it is, but I have to think that I really want to think that I'm wrong. Let me just really Google it. I think I know what it means, but I want to think I'm wrong. Now, let me just Google it on my phone, so I don't like somehow freaking show it on my stream. So wind whacker. Florian Grobe, please react to Selfius. Greetings from Germany. I don't really know what this is, but I'll think about it because like I really don't want to do any reactions anymore, even in my streams, because not people, but YouTube is like insanely strict about like doing reactions now, kinda. Not reactions, but like about copyrights. YouTube is really strict. I almost got copyrighted recently. I've never gotten copyrighted yet, but I was so close. Last month, was it like last month? No, 2 months ago. I was so close to be copyrighted. So yeah, I really want to kind of stay away from like doing all the reaction things. So yeah, but thank you so much for a donation though. And B, Bear, so you can buy butt stuff. Thank you so much for telling me that. What the fuck? Let me just Google what butt stuff really is. I feel like I know what kind of things I'll find if I Google it. But still, I want to make sure if what I'm thinking about is right or not. Bro, you simp. For who? Wait! Wait, I'm a simp. Wait, I'm a simp? For who? For who? Wait, for who? Who am I simping for? Yeah, I'm a simp, but who, for who? For yourself? Is he simping or shrimping? I don't really know what's happening anymore. For who? I literally was not even talking about any girls. What the fuck is even happening in 2020? This is interesting. I can freaking be a simp like without being a simp. Like what the hell? Like it's like you can be an American without being an American. You can just freaking be a weeb like when you are Japanese as well. So yeah, I mean you can be a simp like without being a simp. Like what's even happening in 2020? I really don't understand what's happening anymore. And Zeit747, I really appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. So yeah, thank you. I'm nice to meet you. I'm sorry the simp. I apparently just became a simp for talking about butt stuff. I literally just talked about butt stuff and I became a simp somehow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And Mr. Meaty HC. Am I dirty minded or is this a normal name? Never mind. Enjoy this little treat. Just got out of my Japanese midterm. Gonna ace it. Nice. Thank you so much for the donation, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I thought your name is interesting, so I just had to laugh for a bit because I'm dirty minded. But yeah, I just wanted to know if. Yeah, never mind. And but thank you so much for the donation, man. SL will ghost quartz. Why is everyone confusing you for Noctis? I'm gonna just I don't know. Fuck my ass. And one. What the? I freaking don't remember the chords, so instead, let me sing something else, but every word is Mark Zuckerberg, because I don't really remember. I can Google the chords, actually. Wait, actually, Mark Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg, Marker Zuckerberg, Mark 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 Zuckerberg, Mark, fuck my ass. But thank you so much for the donation, man. One double. Sing baka mitai. I will do that sometime in the future, but I don't really remember the chords. So, and Koni Feduranga. I really love hearing your voice. It's soothing. Your VR videos really makes me laugh. Thank you so much for telling me that. Thank you for being my happy pill on YouTube. I really appreciate it. So, never mind, I'm freaking cringy. But thank you so much for the donation. Thank you so much for telling me that. I really appreciate it. SL will ghost chords. Oh no, what have I done? Thank you so much for the donation. You haven't done anything wrong, so be proud of yourself. Dangleton. Why are HoloLive streams better than people streams? There are a lot of like papers about it, interestingly. And you know what? There are so many people talking about why like VTubers are so successful right now, like suddenly. There are so many reasons. Do you guys know like why that is? Actually, I'm not sure, but there are like a lot of like hypotheses about it. But do you guys know why? VTubers are so successful suddenly? Not because of weebs. They are getting translators, not because of that either. Basically, they got everything. They literally got everything. Let me explain. So, yeah, I kind of got curious about like why VTubers are suddenly successful in 2020. So I was like doing a lot of like research by myself, and I recently found out why. So first of all, do you like idols? Yes or no? Do you like idols? No? If you were saying no, then you probably don't like VTubers as much either. If you're saying yes, there's high chance that you like VTubers as well. So VTubers are basically the combination of like idols and anime and friends, since you can kind of get close to them like through YouTube and you feel like, you know, the person's right next to you. And what else? Like there were like a lot of like reasons why they are so successful in 2020. And the voices. So basically, you have to be good looking and you have to sound great and you have to sort of like have a good personality to be kind of famous or popular on the internet or like on TV or like in the world. They got everything. So they are sort of like idols. Like all the VTubers are kind of like idols. There are some exceptions, but we have to admit that VTubers are sort of like idols in a way, right? And anime. If you like anime, then you'll like watch VTubers and be like, oh my god, anime characters are moving. That's one of the things. And they can act like your friends. You really feel like they are right next to you, talking to you, right? And their voices. So I don't really think this like logic applies to people outside of Japan, but people in Japan freaking love voice actors or like voice actresses. A lot of people have a crush on like you know, voice actors or voice actresses. So there's like some huge demand for like voice actors, and they have everything. So they have like everything to be popular or like to be successful. That's true. That's true, but still they are successful, so I don't really think their age matters as much. And Mr. Beast is not a good looking guy, but I mean he's really successful for a lot of reasons. I really look up to him because I mean he's legitimately a good person. Like I really respect him, and I really think he's like freaking 30 levels like above me. I'm just a troll like who's not doing anything like freaking productive. So but yeah, anyways, and Niosa, thank you so much for the donation. Can you answer the next donation with Sora Kingdom Hearts voice? Wait. Kairi! 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 Riku! Kairi! お前のパンツ見せろ! Alright, wait. Kairi! Did you look up butt stuff? No! やってねえよ! なんだお前! やるわけねえだろ。バレたらやばいだろ。ふざけんじゃねえよ。Something like that, I don't know. Did it sound like him? I'm not really sure. That's impressive. Yeah, I kind of did a video about it, like, on my channel, right? So, wait, let me just do some more stuff. Let me just freaking say some stupid, like, inappropriate stuff with his voice. Wait. Kairi! Ansem? Fuck you! So Sora freaking, you know, so he freaking like attacks like heartlesses. He says like, Kurae! Ochiro! Or something like that, right? But instead he goes like, fuck you! Go fuck yourself! Kiss my ass! I should probably do a video about it. I freaking play Kingdom Hearts, right? But instead I freaking voice like, you know, Sora myself, and I go like, go fuck my ass! Fuck you! Go kill yourself! But yeah, but I didn't look up butt stuff. And Owl City Baby, thank you so much for the donation. And Devin Terry Z, thanks for the great content. Here's a beer from your fan in Orlando. Thank you so much for the donation from Orlando. I really appreciate it. I really have been wanting to go to the Netherlands as well. Like, that's one of the places I freaking love. I want to go to Sweden too. Like, there are so many countries I want to go to. Like, you know what though? This is kind of sudden, but I want to go to the Philippines. I want to go to Singapore. I want to go to Sweden. I want to go to California, to be specific. It's not a country, but sorry. I want to go to Finland. I want to go to, I don't know, so many countries. But yeah, and Just Strife, thank you so much for the donation. VTubers are pretty much strippers, but more wholesome. Viewers tip them because of an emotional connection, much like how strippers get tips from misconception. What happens if you say that to like any VTubers? I'm not gonna do that myself though, because I think they will get offended, so I'm not gonna do that. But I'm really curious, like, what they will think about this. Bro, you're not gay. It's not about like being gay. It's just all about like what VTubers are. I feel like it's Kyabakura. It's pretty much like freaking Kyabakura, right? That's what I've been thinking about too for a long time. But I mean, it's not really like Kyabakura just because I mean it doesn't really feel like you're in Kyabakura. So that's the point. But many toxic people are in the Philippines, so though no. Toxic people are everywhere, so you really shouldn't say many toxic people are in the Philippines just because I mean you know a lot of like toxic people in the Philippines. Awesome people are everywhere too. Let me talk about something really interesting. So in the world, let's just assume this is like not even close to the reality, but let's just assume that there are 80% of the people, awesome. 20% people, harsh. I really couldn't think of the word for not great people. Well, let's just assume that 80% of the people in this world are awesome, friendly, and whatever, and 20% of the people are harsh, right? This is how the world works. Let's just assume this way. But according to psychology, negativity has much more powerful influence. Negativity has like so much more powerful influence. What I mean by that is, it feels like there are a lot more harsh people, even though there are only like 20% in the world. The power of negativity is so strong that we kind of pay attention to harsh people more than good people. You know what I'm talking about? It's exactly what I wanted to talk about. That too. There are so many more good people out there, but the power of negativity is just so strong that we kind of pay attention to like negative things a lot more, to the point we start thinking there are negative people everywhere. But you know what I'm talking about? I want to fuck my ass. What the fuck did I just say? And Thunderbeard, come to Sydney and we have good times. Never mind. Somebody's gonna freaking say sex, like straight up. So let's just forget about that. I was gonna freaking ask you guys like what the definition of like a good time is, but I mean somebody's gonna freaking tell me like it's sex and whatever. So I really just wanted to avoid it. Yeah. Because that's just how the world goes, right? So, but yeah, you know what? I want to go to Australia too. I want to go to Sydney too. If the whole situation settles, and if I have a ticket to fly to Australia, I would. I literally would. Not only Sydney. You know what though? Let me freaking talk about my dream. This is not gonna freaking like so. I'm never going to achieve this one dream, but I have a dream. I, Sorada Troll, have a dream. No, I'm not memeing, but I seriously have a dream. Let's freaking forget about JoJo. I really cannot think about anything about JoJo right now. So, I have a dream. There are so many countries I want to go to. I know you guys are saying like come to like India, come to Australia, come to America, come to whatever countries insert here. I know. I want to just go to every country if possible. If I'm rich. So you know what though? I know like Brazil, Philippines. I know I get those comments, but I can't because of like money problems and whatever. So in the future, sometime in the future, if I somehow get a chance to like get a ticket to like any countries, it's like literally I want to just go to any countries. Like any countries are fine. It doesn't have to be America, Philippines, Sweden, my ass. Like any why did you just freaking say my ass? Any countries are fine. I literally just want to go to a country that's not Japan and just want to do something there. I know like people say it's so dangerous and whatever. I literally have like a 20 Brazilian friends in Japan who told me to not go to Brazil because it's dangerous, but still I kind of want to just go there and fuck my ass. No, that's not what I wanted to say, but you know what I mean. No, not that. I really didn't want to say this, but I'm more like an adventurous person. I really want to experience like a lot of things instead of like just doing like some work or like internet things like fuck my ass kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I really want to go to like a lot of places. Are you going to become Noctis? No, I just became Noctis. So and but yeah, I really want to go to Sydney. And Zeit747, when you come to Finland, hit me up. We can I know, but again, like, because of the situation and just going to the country itself is like freaking expensive. It cost me like freaking $22,000. Is it like that? I'm not really sure, but and yeah, I know it's kind of dangerous to just go outside of Japan, but still I have to like experience a lot of things before I die, because everybody's gonna die eventually. You know what though? Let me just talk about something interesting. So whatever you do, it doesn't matter like what kind of things you do, you will die eventually. What do you want to die before you like? What do you want to do before you die? I don't know. I want to do a lot of things. Whatever you do, you will die. It doesn't matter how much you loved, how much you hated, like what kind of achievements you get in your life. You will die eventually. If you think about that, then it's just all about what kind of things I can do before I die, right? Sorry, I mean, I just have a tendency like where I freaking just speak without even thinking, so I'm really sorry. So yeah, I mean, and the almighty Shrek, thank you so much for the donation. Thunderbeard, a good time is what you want it to be. I have a question, Thunderbeard. Can I just listen to Justin Bieber though? For like freaking 20 hours? Can I just listen to Baby? Or can I just freaking listen to Anaconda by Nicki Minaj? My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns on. Can we just listen to the same thing for 20 hours? If so, if we can do it together, then yeah, I would like to meet you. If you can freaking bear my like troll powers, yeah, sure. But I don't really think any people can freaking keep up with my troll powers, so I mean. And Mitas, thank you so much for the donation. 1, no, only people from the Philippines are toxic. No, I know you're from the Philippines, but no. Oh, wait. Oh, you're from Poland, okay. I literally thought you were from the Philippines and you were saying like that, but well, now I don't know what to say about this. Alright, let's just put it this way. So here, no, only people from Philippines are toxic. I see. JoJo's gay. I see. Are there any gay characters in JoJo? Still waiting for the Discord server and you becoming a VTuber. About this, I think I mentioned this, but some company freaking emailed me 2 months ago. I think I talked about this, right? And this company wants me to be a VTuber and work for them, and I ignored the email. Because, do you guys want me to be a VTuber? Seriously. This is a serious question. Do you guys seriously want me to be a VTuber? Yeah, I mentioned it like once before, but like this one small company. It's not like a Hololive or like a Nijisanji or anything. It's like some small company. And for those people who are saying yes, I really want to ask you like why, but no, I said no. I didn't even say no to the company. I literally just freaking ignored the email just because, I mean, what's the point of like becoming a VTuber from now, especially for me? It's kind of impossible to be a big VTuber without having like some insane amount of like, you know, support from some big companies, like including Hololive and whatever. And the company who like asked me to be a VTuber, it's kind of like a small company, and I didn't even know about the company actually. So I was like, meh. But I'm not even gonna be a VTuber, because I mean, if I freaking become a VTuber, I have to do this channel, and I have to do like a VTuber things, and I have to do my translation stuff and like other stuff, right? Then I wouldn't be able to like fuck my ass that way. What the fuck? But yeah, and but thank you so much for the donation. And Josh Strife, Sora, I will donate to you the price of a ticket to Russia, and we will throw the local gopniks there. Just say the word. Gopniks. 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 What's Gopniks? Gopniks. Gopniks.
Gopniks.
Like gangsters. Thank you. What? We can't do that. Or can we do that? But not really. What do you mean? That's a word for crazy Russian. What the fuck? They have a word for crazy Russian? In Russian? Wait, that makes no sense. In Russian, they have a word for crazy Russian. In Russian. What the fuck? Oh my. Ah, penis. It seriously makes no sense, but I mean, I guess that's awesome. I know Sukabliet. I freaking learned it from this one squeaker in CSGO. There was like this one 11-year-old kid who told me Sukabliet like about 6 years ago, and I was like, what is Sukabliet? And I freaking, you know, saw some clips on YouTube and I learned it means fuck you. So that was amazing. But yeah, honestly though, you don't have to donate to me, but I really want to go to Russia too, and I really want to go to like California. I really want to visit a lot of countries. I really want to just, I don't know, I really, you know what though? I really want to just go to like any countries outside of Japan, and I want to just talk to people and say, can you say unchi moreso? It's my language. And if you say it, I'll be happy. And I just want them to say unchi moreso, and that means I'm about to poop in my pants, by the way, in Japanese. And I just want them to say it. And I go like, that's awesome. Yeah, that means I'm about to poop in my pants in Japanese. Thank you for telling me that. I really appreciate it. I want to do that in real life. I'm so 12. And Salman, hi, do a warp strike. What is a warp strike? What is a warp strike? What is a warp strike really? Wait, let me Google it. Warp strike. Oh, it's the one like where you freaking teleport. No, I can't do that. You know what? I can teleport. Wait, let me try it. I'm 12. And Thunderbeard, mate, if we meet up, I'll drive you around and you can blast the stereo. Bieber, long time. Sorry, long time. I really want to fuck my ass now. You know what the freakiness reminded me of something. So I know like some people say fuck my ass as a joke. I say that a lot too, and Hiraki, my friend Hiraki says that too, like fuck my ass, because it's funny to say, right? And the other day I freaking got curious about like how to actually fuck my ass. Do you guys know how to fuck your ass though? So I play games sometimes on the internet. Do you know how to fuck yourself? So the thing about it is like, people on the internet tell me all the time to go fuck myself. They tell me all the time, like especially if I play games like League of Legends, Counter-Strike, Overwatch, Fortnite, like anything, they freaking tell me to go fuck yourself and whatever like that. So I just usually say, oh okay, I will do that. And I usually just like mute them. But yeah, they tell me all the time to just freaking go fuck myself. So I was curious, like one time before, I think that was like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, when I was like 21, somebody told me to go fuck myself on the internet, right? So I was like, but how do I do that? Like, how is it possible? And he freaking told me to like go shove my fist up my ass and never mind. And Thunderbeard, thank you so much for the donation again. Cheeky, your body is wiki. We don't have a word for that in Japanese. We don't have a word for that. So an interesting Japanese lesson. So here, how to say fuck yourselves in Japanese. How do you tell someone to fuck themselves in Japanese? Yeah, like how to say go fuck yourself in Japanese. An interesting Japanese lesson of the day. Yay. So how to say Go yourself in Japanese. Fuck you. Josh Ripe, thank you so much for the donation. By the way, Gapnik, Shinpira. Okay. Thank you so much for telling me that too. And Aniosa, thanks Sora for the Kingdom Hearts moment. How many voices of characters you can do or you think you can and wanna try? I love this stream so far. Thank you so much for telling me that. I can do a lot of voices. He has to Google it. You know what this means, guys? He's not a real Japanese guy. He's just a weeb. The voices of the day. First, me. Hey, nice to meet you. Second, a creeper. Hey, can I see your bobs? What are bobs? 3, a young Japanese man. Hi, nice to meet you. I am Sora, and I am learning English. 4, an old man who literally talks about what you don't want to know. So, do you know how to drink a beer in 2 seconds? Here's how you do it. Who cares? 5, a trap. Oh my god, like, you know what? I was talking to my brother the other day and he told me to go fuck myself. He's so... 6, Sora from Kingdom Hearts. お前、ぶっ殺すぞ Fuck you! Fuck you! Oh my god! Oh my god! Fuck you! 7, ジョータロウ。やろう。Deal. Yaru. Mickey Mouse. The Japanese version. Haha! さあ、みんなで一緒に旅に出よう Fuck my ass! That's literally like what Japanese Mickey Mouse sounds like. I freaking forgot like how many voices I did. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of voices I can do. And any voice actors can do that, literally. So, just saying. And, just Stripe, thank you so much for the donation. I like how Sora has a passport, but doesn't go to any other country besides his own in a long time. It's probably expired right now with nothing on the visa pages. Rip Sora's passport. You are the real MVP. Really? Is it expired? Alright, so I made this passport in 2012, and it says date of expir. It will it will be expired in 2 years. Till then, I can still use the passport. So till then, I can still like claim to be Japanese. That's awesome. Japanese Mickey Mouse saying "fuck my ass" will now haunt my dreams. Thank you. ははさあみんなで一緒に旅に出よう Fuck my ass. Talking about freaking like it's expired. Not yet. It's not expired. Not yet. It will be expired in 2020. So yeah, fuck my ass. You know what though? I have a great like way to get noticed by YouTubers. Saying notice me itself doesn't really make you get like attention from YouTubers, but there's like a one way to get noticed from YouTubers. Remember to do this here. A great. Alright, so this lesson's all about how to get attention from YouTubers. So here, this is what you do. First, wait, lesson of the day. Get noticed by YouTubers. This is so easy. First, ask questions about the YouTuber. Literally, this is freaking the best way to get noticed by any YouTubers. I can say this because I'm a YouTuber, and freaking any comments like that are about questions about me, I freaking notice every comment. Not like this, but more like not like this either. More like you said you play guitar. When did you learn the guitar? Or like, not the questions where you can answer with like yes and no. So ask them questions where they have to like answer with like actual sentences. Like that's psychologically the best way to like freaking get noticed by people as well. Not this question either, because like some people want to avoid it. In my case, I don't really care. Like seriously, like there's no secrets about my channel. Like literally everybody knows about me. Like knows about everything about me. So what do you think about politicians? It's like you were saying like, what do you think? Wait, what? that just makes no sense. You just go up to people and you just ask them like, hey, what do you think about politicians? I mean, does that make any sense? Like, am I just stupid? It's like you just go up to people and be like, hey, I heard there's like this one job called a firefighter, but what do you think about a firefighter? Like, it's, you know what I'm talking about. If a question's like this, yeah, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I'm not gonna still like talk about it. Well, like, are you really curious about like what I think about religions? Yes, something like that. But if you really wanted to get noticed by like YouTubers or like streamers, do that. They notice like any questions because like they stand out. Let me explain like why your questions will stand out. If like, so from YouTubers' perspectives, what we see every day is like something like first, second, third, hello, Noctis, something like that. So everything looks the same to us. But if there's a comment with a question mark like this, we kind of tend to pay attention to the question marks because the question can be something important, right? So we pay attention. Something like this. But if it's too long, then we kind of have to like let it go because we read other stuff as well. But something like that. What the fuck? I don't really think well, where do you live? Like that kind of question works towards any YouTubers, but Yaru Dio 近づかなきゃてめえをぶん殴れねえんだな Dio I'm kind of confident of like this Dio voice because it should literally sound like Jotaro. Dio. I freaking listens to like this part where Jotaro says like Dio so many times. So I have to say that I'm a little bit confident when it comes down to saying Dio. Dio. And Yaru. But yeah. So. And Josh Rep, thank you so much for the donation. Well, you know, just use the pay-to-win strategy and donate dollar bills to Sora's G-string to he notices you. So one thing about it is like, there are some people who I remember, and there are still like some people who I don't remember from the donations. The huge difference is it's not really about the amount of like, you know, donations you give us. It's all about what kind of comments like they leave at the same time. Do they have questions? Or do they have chaotic things? Or do they have... You know what I'm talking about? But questions themselves usually are so remarkable to me than any other like donation. And so... The thing here is like, so are you a simp? And so are you a simp? Two people are saying the same thing, right? In this case, like, we really don't notice, like, you guys at all. Since, you know, both of you guys are saying the same thing. And at this point, it's kind of impossible. You have to kind of stand out from other people by saying some stuff, you know? You know what I mean? So, yeah. And つばみちゃん今日も楽しませていただきます。ありがとうございます。でも今ほんとくだらないことしか言ってないので。What was I talking about? Like fuck my ass? What was I talking about? Yeah, like this. Like now, your question freaking stands out because like you're the only person who is talking about how to poop like a god. And what do you mean? Like seriously? What? Wait. Why did you wonder how to like freaking take a poop like a god? And what is the definition of a god? And what the fuck? Yeah, never mind, let's just freaking forget about it. I freaking just... Fuck my ass. You know what though? I get this a lot. No, but do I look like a host? Do you guys know what a hosts are? Do I look like a host? This is a legitimate question. I'm really curious. If you guys know like what hosts are, tell me if I look like a host or not. If you guys don't know like what hosts are, just ignore like what I'm saying. Yes, I do. And Thunderbeard, thank you so much for the donation. 皆さんこんにちは。空トロールショーへようこそ。今日私はあなたに言うために超面白い何かを持っています。私は私のクローゼットの中に2人のユダヤ人を持っています。彼らは両方とも死にかけています。Have you ever talked to like any Japanese people like using Google Translate? Have you guys ever done that? Have you guys ever talked to like any Japanese people using Google Translate, or like any non-English speaking people using Google Translate? No. If you've done that before, this is sort of like what's happening to me. So again, Google Translate. Yeah, but this is actually doing a great job because like, so grammatically it's kind of I think it's interesting. I mean, it's not really perfect, but it sort of like makes sense. 私は私のクローゼットの中に二人のユダヤ人を持っています。持ってます。持ってます is like you literally like holding them in your hands. Like I am holding two Jewish people in my hands. In my closet. But yeah, I mean, that's like the funniest part about freaking like, you know, the difference between like English and Japanese. And wait, what was the very first anime that you watched and how old were you back then? Do you guys know this one anime called うるせえやつら? Do you guys know about the anime? うるせえやつら? Wait, I now have to talk about it. Talk about the anime うるせえやつら. Wait, no? You have to watch like that anime. Wait, where is it? Where did it go? Right. So here, and wait, thank you so much for the donation again. RLS. What do you think about the Twitch streamer Bensama Offshore? I don't know. I've never seen him, so I don't really know. But so I really cannot give you like any opinions I have towards him. But yeah, I don't know him. So, and Ato, thank you so much for the donation. うるせえやつら. That was like the first. Can I really talk about this? If there are any people like who are younger than 17, just freaking close out this stream because I'm gonna talk about something kind of. Yeah. There was this one anime called うるせえやつら. That was the first anime ever people, like literally a lot of people in Japan touched themselves to. And people liked this one character called Ramu-chan. And back then, like, that kind of anime was like so new. Anime was just all about like telling stories back then. But うるせえやつら, this was like the first anime ever that did like a sexy stuff, I guess. But not really. It was all about like love, romance, or like comedy, but still there were. It's not this, but if you know about the anime, that means you probably. I really cannot talk about this anime anymore because like that's freaking. I don't know like if I can talk about the anime or not because like if in 2020 though I don't really think people can make anime like this. Like a lot of things will freaking be censored for sure. Oh, and as to this, thank you so much for the donation. Let's get this bread. Can you make Draw My Life video? Sure, but I kinda did before. So here, if you search Sora Troll, draw. What the fuck? Wait, so if you like freaking search Sora Troll, Nihonjin, Japanese. Wait, who freaking googled Sora Troll Japanese? In Japanese. Wait, Japanese people are curious if I'm Japanese or not. What? I mean, okay, I mean that's a legitimate question. Okay, so nobody searched is rather troll Japanese. Wait, what is this? Rather troll Japanese, Nihonjin. do people really have to Google it to know like whether I'm Japanese or not? Like, what's happening anymore? I don't really get it. Oh, fuck my ass. Yeah, thank you so much for the donation, Josh. Right? Maybe they knew you from Sora the Japanese days, and the Google search is still from there. No. The thing about it is, so I use the name Sora the Japanese, right? I sometimes use the name like Sora the Japanese on like other websites, such as like. I really don't use the name anymore, but yeah. So when I'm not like using the name Sora Troll, I sometimes use the name like Sora Japanese as a voice actor and whatever. But still, I mean, alright. So look at this again. It's saying Sora Troll Japanese, like Nihonjin. It's not Sora Japanese. It's literally saying Sora Troll Nihonjin, like in Japanese. So what this means is like a Japanese people Googled if I'm really Japanese or not. Because if you're not Japanese, it makes no sense to Google this like in Japanese, right? So Japanese people got curious if I'm really Japanese or not. So they had to Google it to know if I'm really Japanese or not. Okay, so but yeah, anyways. Oh, you know what though? As to this, Japanese people be like, 英語上手ですね. I literally have some friends who told me my Japanese is good. And I'm like, thank you. But yeah, anyways. So let's just talk about like what I was talking about. What was it? And Thunderbeard, thank you so much for the donation. So as American with fake Japanese passport. True, yeah, I faked my passport. But yeah, draw my life. I did it already. So if you search Sora the Troll, draw my life, you'll find a what the But yeah, so if you want to know like stuff like that, just Google it. You will see it. You'll see it. Show us just some Japanese ads. I mean, just Google it. You'll find a lot of like a Japanese ads for sure. But yeah, if you really want to know like what kind of video it is, just go Google it. You'll find it soon. So. And Ina Franco, thank you so much for the donation. I got a list of 17Q just for you. Could you please answer? Sure. So where's the list? Can you upload it? Or can you tell me like where the list is? So that I'll like answer your questions in this stream if possible. And Abraham Bam, thank you so much for the donation. Subs, I haven't donated in a while. Anyways, I like Katji. Thank you so much for telling me that. I really appreciate it. What was I trying to talk about? Oh, you know what? I have to ask everybody. How old is everybody now? Watching this stream right now. How old is everybody? So everybody on my channel is 12 or like 13. So yeah, I like to play Roblox too. And I watch Barney the Dinosaur. You know what though? Like there was like this one time before when literally everybody told me to play Roblox with them, and I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm not saying Roblox is a bad game or anything. I'm not saying it's a bad game or anything. But there was this one time before, was it 2 months ago? Was it last month? They told me that there were so many people who showed up in like one of my streams and they told me like, play Roblox, play Roblox. And I was like, damn, we freaking have a 9-year-old army who wants me to play Roblox. And I was like, damn, I don't know what to do. But yeah, I searched Roblox on YouTube and I noticed that a lot of people who play Roblox are younger than some certain age. Can you tell us your experience? What, Roblox experience? No, I've never played it. But if you were saying like, if you want me to talk about my experience on YouTube, let me tell you. So when I first started this channel, everybody was like freaking older than 24 at least. There was like literally nobody who was younger than 23 back then. But I mean, I guess my channel was like literally about like, you know, me doing vlogs really. I didn't really go outside or anything. And I uploaded like one video a month or something. I was like never active on YouTube. And yeah, I think that was like about 6 months ago. Suddenly, I started seeing like a lot of people who are 9 and 12. I'm not saying like there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying like I just suddenly started saying like who are younger than some certain age, right? So when did you start YouTube? So I made this account like 5 years ago or something, but I never uploaded anything like about 5 years ago. And I started uploading things about, when was it? Like 3 years ago? And back then though I was never serious, like I never really did YouTube, so I uploaded like one video a month, like one video every 2 months or something. And yeah, I started being active on YouTube like about a year ago. What's your favorite word in Japanese? It means love in Japanese. It means love. I really like the word unko. It means love. And yeah, I really want everybody to use like this one word, love, unko. Like, so when you say I love you in Japanese, you say here. So I love you in Japanese. So unko is love in Japanese, right? So you say watashi, which means I. Watashi wa unko ga shitai. And that's like I love you, because watashi wa is like I, right? And unko is love. I love, and shitai is you. I love you. Watashi wa unko ga shitai. So that's like the scary part about the internet. I say stuff like this, right, which is like obviously a lie, but people freaking start saying that to like some, you know, other random people, and they'll be like, I learned this one phrase from this Japanese YouTuber, and he said "watashi wa unko ga shitai" means I love you, so remember this, "watashi wa unko ga shitai," and that means I love you. They'll freaking say that to like some random people, and they will believe it too, right? And that's how fake like rumors or whatever gets spread out to the world. And that's why some people think that Japanese people have big penises, though we have small penises in Japan. I can freaking show you mine. Mine's like literally small, but why did I even talk about that suddenly? But yeah, anyways. And Elias Kemdan, thank you so much for the donation. First donation ever, thank you so much. I wanted to move to Japan and start a new life. I will be sacrificing 5 nationalities for a culture I love. But I heard that in most places foreigners are unwelcome. Does it take away the charm of living there? You'll be hella popular in Japan. Again, let me freaking explain. I talked about this so many times. Freaking times. If you are not Japanese, if you speak English, you'll be freaking popular with like all the girls, or like all the boys. This is sort of true if you go to like a countryside. If you go to like a very, like a traditional place where everybody is like Japanese, you might be not like accepted by other people. But still, in general, if you go to Japan and just say, oh, I love Japan, you'll be insanely popular with everybody. I literally know so many Americans who came to Japan just because like they are weebs. That was like about, when was it? That was about like 10 years ago. I met this one American dude who was a nerd. So he was a nerd. Let me talk about a story of this one American nerd who came to Japan and he got freaking 5 girlfriends at the same time. So here, this is how it went. He was a nerd. He likes to play games. And in America, I don't really think he was ever popular. Like, he told me he never even talks to girls in America. I mean, he probably talks to some girls, but not that way. And he came into Japan, right? And I became friends with him, just because I was like the only person who spoke English there. And he told me like, I want to have girlfriends in Japan. I really want to have Japanese girlfriends. And I told him like, it might be hard for you to make a Japanese girlfriend just because of how you are. And he was like, oh, okay. And next week, he freaking told me he has a crush on like this Japanese girl named, I'm gonna just call her Stephanie, which is not even a Japanese name. But so he told me like, oh, I have a crush on this girl called Stephanie. And I was like, that's nice, but I don't really know if she will like you back or not. And he was like, oh, in a month they started dating. I was like, what the fuck? And he was still a nerd. He talks like a nerd. And he literally acted like a nerd. And he told me like they broke up because I mean he was a nerd, probably. I'm still good friends with him. I still like sometimes talk to him like freaking once a week. And he came up to me again like after a while, and he was like, now I have a crush on this girl called let's just call her Yuko. He was like, yeah, I'm in love with this girl called Yuko. And I was like, nice, that's awesome, just go for her then. He started dating her, and I was like, what the fuck? He was not even like that good looking or anything. I guess he's a great person. I'm still good friends with him. And he got popular in Japan. I asked him how he got so popular with girls, and he was like, they told me they like me because I'm American. I was like, yeah, I guess people in Japan do that. People do that in Japan. People literally do that in Japan. So yeah, I know like this Swedish guy who came to Japan. He was like really good looking. So there was like this Swedish guy that I was friends with. He was really, really good looking. I instantly knew he was freaking popular in Sweden as well. He came to Japan, right? And obviously, he got popular in Japan as well. He freaking was with girls like all the time. Not PewDiePie. He was with girls all the time. Interestingly, he told me one day, He was like, Sora, I feel like Japanese girls love me just because I'm not Japanese. And I was like, yeah, true. People will instantly fall for you if you're not Japanese. Like, literally. There are so many people like that in Japan. And he was like, so can I be loved by Japanese people for not being Japanese? I mean, not because I'm not Japanese. And I was like, there are some people who will still see you as a person. Not like, you know what I mean? But it's kind of like that. Literally, I've seen so many people who are not popular in America, like in any countries like they're from, but came to Japan and freaking got popular with like everybody. I've seen so many people like that in my life. So yeah, I mean, it's not really true. It's possible to be friends with like, it's possible to be popular with everybody in Japan. Depends on like what you do. Here's a trick. Follow these 2 steps. First, say, I love Japan. This works on the internet too. Japanese people freaking love you back for like no reason. If you say this one phrase, like, oh, I love Japan, they will like you back instantly. Seriously, it's crazy because like the reason why, how it works is like people in Japan think nobody likes Japan. Sure, this is like how we are. It's just how our culture is. People don't believe like people outside of Japan like Japan for anime and whatever. Japanese people don't know about that. If you come to Japan and say, I love Japan, they'll be like, really? I didn't know you love Japan. And you'll be freaking popular. You'll be freaking be popular. Do that. First, say, I love Japan. Next, say, I'm single. Done. You'll be freaking dating 10,000 boys or girls. Like, seriously, this is like what I've seen. If you've been to Japan, wait, let me just read the donations later. I really want to kind of finish this whole thing. Are there any people who've been to Japan in a stream? Wait, if you guys have been to Japan, say yes. I really want to know like if there are any people who've been to Japan or like in Japan right now. Yes and no. For those people who've ever been to Japan, I really want to ask you guys something. Is this true, you think, or is this not true? Say true if it's true. Say not true if it's not true. For those people who are saying not true, have you guys done this? Have you guys ever like gone up to Japanese people and said, I love Japan, or I love anime? That works too. Did you guys ever do this? No? So, no. My friend, the friend I talked about, was freaking not really good looking. Say, I love Japan, and I'm single. And if you speak English, like you freaking like be popular with everybody. Like I literally have seen so many people who just got popular by just doing these like 2 steps. And interestingly, I've never been popular in Japan just because I'm a nerd, but there are so many things to talk about this. But let me just read the donations. Wait, just try. If I want to troll someone respectfully, can I say 自殺お願いします? No, you shouldn't say it. You shouldn't say it. Some Japanese people like take it kind of seriously. Like, 自殺, this word is really, really dangerous. So even for a troll purpose, this word is really, really dangerous. Even I've never said it. So 自殺 means like commit suicide, basically, or like killing yourself and whatever. But Japan is like a country where it's like a huge problem, right? So people take it seriously. So you will basically lose every friend you do that if you do that in Japan. Like people will stop talking to you if you use this word, even as a joke in Japan. in my case, I don't care because I mean, I'm kind of open to everything, I guess. But in Japan, though, people are kind of serious and really strict about this word, jisatsu, because it's a huge problem. So be careful. It's not gonna work probably. And wait, Ina Franco, thank you. You let the Q in comment your video 6 days ago. I have to find it later. Wait, can you also tell me like which video it is? Wait, 6 days ago, 6 days ago, 6 days ago. I'll find it myself. I'll just Google your name later. Wait, yeah, I'll just Google your name. I have to like freaking remember your name. Wait, Ina Franco. Let me just freaking Alright, I'll do it. And J Lloyd, thank you so much for the donation. And Daphne, how's my husband doing today? Wait, your husband? Wait, I don't really understand the situation. Is it like... So, let's say this is you, and this is your husband, and you're asking me, how's my husband? Or... Oh, you're her husband. Okay, that makes sense. I'm doing great. How about you? Thank you for asking me that. Yeah, thank you. I just got, I don't know, confused for like 2 seconds just because I'm mentally 12. But yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking me that. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the donation as well. And apples, oranges, and weebs. Sing a nice song. Thinking about the times when you were fighting your enemies. Are you happy? I'm fine now. Am I doubting? No, I am not. Time to say goodbye to yourself. Let's say I am getting better. I'm happy. I'm fine now. Am I doubting? No, I am not. I felt like something was not going right, but it fucks me up till it gets crazy. Fucks me up till it gets to my goal. Time to say goodbye. Time to say I knew me. Your one makes you better. My ass, fuck 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 my ass so hard. I felt like you fucked my ass. Now it's in my spot. It fucks me up till it gets crazy. Fucks me up till it gets to me. Yes, we are who we are. Everything's going right. You fuck my ass, please fuck my ass. Fuck my ass, please fuck my ass. Fuck my ass so hard. Fuck my ass so hard. I am done. Who just said Justin Bieber? Yeah. Sora is like the Japanese Justin Bieber. Wait. Does Justin Bieber sing songs about asses and fucking? Really? I'm scared my dad walks in. I'm freaking singing this like while my neighbors are sleeping. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? So yeah. And Jisatsu not okay, but Shine is okay for troll purposes. Yeah. This is literally, so it's kind of tricky. People say Shine as a joke, which is not really still like great because I never really say that. I mean, sometimes say it, but I don't really say that. Like, if you're an adult, you probably should avoid Shine as well. People are really strict about like these two words, but Jisatsu is like some extreme word you should never use. Because it's like some, you know, really a problematic word since like people kind of take it seriously. You will like instantly lose friends if you say it. Shine is not really okay either, but yeah. Shine onegaishimasu is much better. Yeah, it sounds a lot better for some reason. It sounds so much better. I don't know why we think Jisatsu is like a really... It's basically saying like racial slur to Japanese people like straight up. It's that kind of like level. And you haven't heard Bieber's cover of the Weeaboo song? What? Roblox song, please. Risky Novembriano. Can I ask you how old you are? I'm just curious. Literally. Say it. Like, seriously, it freaking works. So yeah, I've seen so many people who got popular just because like they said this. I'm not even kidding. So, and Dusk. I love Japan and I'm single. Now marry me. I mean, so again, there are steps, right? There are steps, and you have to like understand how like those steps work. What you are doing is like, I'm horny, I have an erection, fuck my ass. Like, that's what you are saying. There are steps, right? You kind of get close to them first, then be friends with them, then you say those like three things. But what you are doing is like, you literally just go up to some random people like, hey, what's up, man? And you just go up to, you know, them and say like, hey, I love Japan, fuck my ass. Like, that's what you are saying. So there are some small steps you still like have to like go through instead of just saying that straight up. You know what I mean? Yeah, fuck my ass. Like, I don't really think you can go up to people and just say fuck my ass and people will fuck your ass, right? You have to have some sort of like courtesy before saying fuck my ass. Like, hey, how's the weather? How's it going? And they're like, oh yeah, it's going great, and blah, blah, blah. And you just have some kind of like chit chat, right? And after that you say fuck my ass, and they might say like, yeah, sure, I'll fuck your ass. Like, that's basically how it works. What the fuck did I just talk about? But yeah, I mean, if you really love Japan and if you're single, yeah, I'll think about marrying you. If I have time. And Daphne, thank you so much for the donation. And Elias Kemden, thank you for the huge advice. Lol, best wishes. So yeah, I was really like not literally trolling. I've seen so many like non-Japanese people coming to Japan and got popular just because like they are not Japanese. Like, literally, it's all about being confident. Go up to any Japanese people. So you won't be popular if you're introverted, but if you're like extroverted, or you don't even have to be a true extrovert. You literally have to act like an extrovert and say like, oh, I love Japan, Japan's like awesome. You'll be freaking popular with everybody. I've seen like so many people who just got popular just because like they say it. There was like this one person who was from I'm not really gonna say like what country he was from, but let's say I'm gonna just say he's from America, but he's not really from America, because I'm pretty sure he's watching this stream right now and he'll just figure out, you know, I'm talking about him, but he's from this one country in Europe, but I'm gonna say he's from America. And he was never popular in his country. He's not really American. He's actually from Europe. I'm gonna just say he's from America because I mean, I feel like he's watching this stream right now. But yeah, he was never popular in his country, and he came to Japan, and he also was not really popular with, you know, people in Japan, just because of the way how he acted and stuff. He kind of I really don't want to say he has problems or anything, but he tends to have an argument with people. So he was not really popular with people in Japan in general because of like his personality, but I don't really want to say his personality is bad or anything. I'm just trying my best to think of a good word to like describe what kind of person he was, but he basically wanted to be himself, but like wanted to just be himself, which is like not really anything wrong, but so he was that kind of person. He was not really popular with people in general in Japan because like people in Japan are all about like being respectful and whatever, right? And he still got so many girlfriends just because he did freaking this strategy. He went up to people and said, I love Japan, I'm looking for friends with benefits. I think he said that to people like straight up, and he still got like so many friends with benefits. He went to like so many bars. That's what he told me. So yeah, I mean, it's literally all about like you being active and just go up to many people and just say it. You literally will get a lot of like, yeah, I'm straight up. So you really shouldn't be that straight up. But yeah, he said that. He told me that, and he still got like laid with a lot of people. Is what he told me. So. It's possible, apparently. So, and Baron, yep. Can you teach us a pun? This is like the best sentence in Japanese. So what it means is like, yes, このです。味 taste だ。What's the? Is it is? And something like this. So, この味だ。この味だ。Yes, this taste is. What it means is like, yes, this tastes awesome. This tastes good. この味だ。この味だ。Yes, this is awesome. This is good. But at the same time, この味だ。この味だ。Yes, this tastes good. I like this food. この味だ。This tastes like poop. It literally, like they are literally the same sentences, but they are different. Like この味だ。Yes, this tastes good. I like this food. この味だ。This tastes like shit. Just freaking take a screenshot of it. Alright, I'm gonna just like move out of the screen. Alright, and take a screenshot of like these two things. And just freaking just remember those two things. Cause like, this is like the most important pun in Japan. Did you guys take a screenshot? Alright, thank you. Freaking just re-upload it to like Twitter or anything. Just freaking talk about it like on Twitter. Like I really want everybody to talk about this on Twitter. Cause I really want people to know about this. And apple and oranges. Weeps, thank you so much for the donation. Thanks, that made my morning. Gotta go now though. But thank you so much for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for the donation too. And Baby Doll, hi Sora, I love Japan, I'm single. Can we be friends first and take the necessary steps to get married? And you know what though? It's actually kind of working. I know like it's a troll like purpose, and I know you are doing that to like troll me. But it's sort of working, because let me just tell you like what I really thought about you. As a Japanese guy I am, like I'm really Japanese. Like I was born in Japan and I grew up in Japan. Like everything about me is actually Japanese. Sometimes you guys forget I'm Japanese, but I have like a true Japanese mindset since I'm Japanese. Like I literally have never been to any other countries really. I've been to America, but I've been there like for a month or something. So I have a Japanese mindset, and you know what though? I just read this, and I really felt like, oh, since I'm Japanese, I literally just felt like, oh, it works. So saying this, it literally gets you a lot of like girlfriends and boyfriends like instantly. What girls do you like? My mom. Somebody thought I'm like a true motherfucker, but I mean, I never see mom that way, but I don't know, I like my mom. I love my mom. I haven't seen my mom for a week now, but whatever. From what I've heard, suicide is the most common thing in Japan when it comes to death. Is that true? Yeah, probably. I'm not sure, but yeah, probably. But it works, it really works. Do you play Fall Guys? Nah, I'm not into that game. And Mitas, but you are not Japanese and you are not popular with Japanese people. Why? Let me be honest and let me tell you guys the actual truth behind Shredder Troll. So, alright. Back in university, when I was like still back, what the voice acting and voiceovers every day. I do that for a living. But yeah, let me talk about like some truth behind this Reddit troll. So, 10 years ago, 9 years ago, when I was back in university, when I was a university student, I actually sort of got some attention from some girls, just because some people saw me speak English and they thought I was not born in Japan. It happened when I was back in university, and all the like friends I had who were close to me were not even Japanese back then. Like they were freaking like Filipinos and Americans and like Swedish, and like all the people who were close to me were not even Japanese. So a lot of people thought I'm one of them, like not Japanese. You know what happened? I really don't want to sound like a show off or anything. I really don't want to say I was popular or anything. Like that's what I want to kind of avoid. But still, just because I spoke English and my friends were not Japanese back then, so many girlfriends, not girlfriends, but so many girls actually came up to me and asked me if I can give them like my number. It literally happened. I'm not really making up this story. I'm not making up this story. It literally happened when I was like 19 or like 20. I know like my friends are watching this stream right now because I just recently figured out that a lot of like my friends in real life like watch my stream. It really was like that once before. And I know like you guys will say like it's BS, bullshit, I'm lying and whatever, but it was like that once before when I was like 20 or something. And no, I never got into a relationship with them. It never happened just because I'm a nerd. So what I did was like, so they asked me if I speak English or not, and I was like, yeah, I do. And they asked me like, so where were you born? And I was like, I mean, I'm Japanese. I grew up in Japan. They didn't believe it, but I just told them like, oh, I mean, a lot of things happen, and I speak English and Japanese both. And they were like, wait, can I learn English from you? And I was like, sure. Learn this one word, coitus, and just say that to some random people, and they said it, and they got into trouble for saying that word, and they ditched me after. I do that, and that's why I'm freaking single. I do that all the time. And but Sura's big fanger. I mean, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I thank you so much for the donation, man. I really appreciate it. I'm not really sure if you are still here or not, but yeah. Well, I love Japan. Love the weather. Fuck my ass. If you really want me to fuck your ass, I'll think about it. I'm not really sure if I will really do that to you, but I will think about it. So thank you so much for the donation. You can fuck my... Yeah, but I'll think about it. But thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I love your country too. I love you too. I love the weather too. So thank you so much. And just try if Ajinomoto makes unko taste good. I tried it. You've eaten poop before? So for all of you who just said yes, I have a serious question. What's wrong with you? Like seriously, what's wrong with you? Did you really not think poop is like edible? Did you really think poop is freaking edible, so you ate it? And it tasted good too. I mean, yeah, what's wrong with you? I mean, I guess, people can have opinions. But what's wrong with you? It was when I was a kid who likes chocolate. Yeah, I mean, if that's how it happened, then that's fine. I don't have any problems, but still. It tasted like Nutella. I say it like Nutella. I know people say like Nutella and whatever, but... So, that's awesome. Thank you for telling me that you... What's wrong with you? I can't believe Japanese people don't eat poop in their culture. Are Japanese people weird? Well, like, am I just getting trolled? And a Behama, thank you so much for the donation. Haven't seen your stuff in over a year, and glad you are seeing success, mate. I don't really think I'm successful, but thank you so much for the donation. How would you say you've developed over the years? Hitting 20 is weird, man. Yeah, but if you're talking about my YouTube, I don't know, it's been still the same, like nothing is really that different. I really never thought I'm successful. The only difference between like me right now and me a year ago is like I'm a full-time voice actor, like freelance voice actor and freelance translator. So I do everything by myself. I don't work for a company anymore. And I do YouTube like once a week. I know I used to like freaking upload videos like every day before, but I upload videos like once a week now. And I do streams like twice a week, like once a week, because I do streams when I want to troll, when I want to say like some stupid stuff, like when I want to talk about some dumb stuff such as like this. And but yeah, it's been the same, nothing's that different. And yeah, if I have to be honest with you, I'm not successful. Like that's one thing I really want to tell you, I'm not successful. I've never been popular on YouTube. Like I've never been famous on YouTube. It kind of feels like I was, but no, I've never been popular because nobody really knows about me in real life. So I've never still like come to the point where I can say I'm popular or I'm successful. So yeah, I'm not successful yet. I don't know if I will ever be successful in the future, but let's see. Well, thank you so much for the donation. And Digiturn, are you excited for Final Fantasy 16? Is it really a thing? I'm not gonna buy it though, just because I don't have any consoles. I'm a computer gamer. So yeah, I'm not gonna buy it, but probably I'm excited for the characters, probably. Only cultured people know me. Yeah, I mean, so there are some people who know me, but it's like, there was like this one guy who left a comment saying, if you know Sora, you will weep. And that was like, yeah, I mean, right. But that's literally how it is, right? So, and Josh Drive, thank you so much for the donation. I mean, have you tried to poop with Ajinomoto? No. What the fuck, wait. Go for it, bro. Just make sure you eat your favorite foods first, so it's like tasting the same thing twice. Although this time, the poop will taste better because of Ajinomoto. I don't know what you're saying. So what you were saying is like, you want to prove that poop tastes amazing, right? I know like that's what you are trying to do. But in the first place, why did you even freaking try to eat poop? If you think about it for like freaking 1 second, you probably should notice that poop is something you eat. Poop is something you come out. Poop is something that comes out of your thing, right? It comes out of your thing. And why would you even freaking put it back in your mouth? Like what's the logic here? Are you trying to freaking have a like, never mind. I'm stupid. Ah! But yeah, thank you for telling me that poop tastes amazing if you eat it with Ajinomoto. But I have like so many doubts about it, because in the first place, again, like poop comes out of your thing, right? I wouldn't try to put it back into my mouth. So, and Aaron, are you happier freelancing than work on the salary? So as to like money though, I'm not really that desperate, so I can still like survive as a freelancer just because I have like so much more time this way. And I have I ever like talked about how much money I spend a day? Do you guys want to know like how much money I spend a day or like a month? I think I talked about this like a lot of times before, but not yet. I think I did. But here, can you guys guess how much money I spend a day? Or yeah, a day. Can you guys guess how much money I spend a day? I used to spend like freaking $3 a day recently. I mean, I used to spend $3 a day. Now I spend $2, like $1 a day. I don't even go out of my house anymore. My rent is $500, including electricity, internet, water, gas, everything, $500 a month. And after that, I just eat curry rice every day, and the curry rice is freaking $2 a day probably, or like less than that, because I make it myself. And I never buy any things. I freaking drink tap water. This is tap water, by the way. And I never buy snacks. I used to eat ice cream before. I don't even eat ice cream anymore. What do I buy? Interesting question. I buy food, which is curry rice. So I never really spend my money. So if I have like $600, I can survive. And what I noticed recently is like $600. Earning $600 in Japan is kind of easy. So I'm not really that kind of desperate about money. So yeah, I mean, in my case, I could be a freelancer without like any problems, and that's why I became a freelancer, because I wanted to kind of do my own thing. And I don't really use my money. I don't really buy things anymore. Like I don't have a car. I don't have a anything. Like the only thing I have is like freaking my feet. That sounded like I'm being sexual, but I use trains when I want to like go to Tokyo, and I never use taxis. I freaking have a bicycle, so I bike to everywhere. That's it. I really seriously never use my money. Yeah, seriously, I really never bought anything this month. Last month. Come to think of it, I didn't buy anything last month. I literally didn't buy anything last month. What the fuck? Wait, I haven't bought any clothes this year. Wait, what the fuck? So this is the Weave Guy clothes, right? This is the only jacket I have right now. I just noticed I'm 12. He's so small. I'm not really that small. I suddenly started feeling miserable. I'm gonna freaking stop doing that. What do you think? But yeah, I'm happier, definitely. I'm definitely happier. I have like a little more free time, so I've been freaking doing nothing when I'm not working. Like I freaking work 20 hours a day now? Not really. I can have some like time off and whatever. Like I can stream when I want to, but still I'm busy with like doing a lot of like voice works, and I get a lot of emails from my clients, and I talk about like, you know, my work all the time. I have to do revisions as well, like every day, so yeah, I have to do that too. But I'm definitely happier. And Lazy Eye, thank you so much for the donation. It's my last year in school, and they made me take a Japanese class. Having difficulty, man. I don't know what to do. And thoughts on Japanese squat toilets? I'm just so confused. Wait, what's happening? It's like you literally freaking talked about like your school and suddenly like asked me about like what I think about toilets. I mean, what's the point of like asking me about this? But still, I will answer your question. I'm still like confused a little bit, cause yeah. But let me just answer your question. So if you don't know what to do, okay, so this is for everybody. If you don't know what to do, just try to look for what you like to do. And thank you for asking me if I'm a weeaboo or not. I'm not a weeb, but some people tell me that I'm a weeb for some reason. Like I act like a weeb. But again, I have a Japanese passport. So, and if you don't know what to do, just look for what you like to do and just do what you like to do. I think that's like what makes you happy. And if you think about it, life is all about doing what you like to do and what you want to do. You will die eventually, so just try to have fun as much as possible. Do what you want to do and be happy, because you will eventually die no matter what you do. No matter what kind of achievements you get, you will die eventually. So think about that and keep that in your mind as much as possible. And what I think about this. I try to avoid them. Cause when you take a poop, it has to be like this, right? It has to be like this, right? But so those toilets, like you have to poop like this. You know what I mean? And ergonomically, it's apparently it's a lot more ergonomic. It's like what they say in Japan, or like some crazy people say that. And if you take a poop like this, your legs freaking start hurting in like 10 seconds. So I hate them for that reason. So I try to avoid those like Japanese toilets, because I mean, who freaking want to take a poop like this, right? I want to take a poop like this. I just freaking seriously talked about Japanese toilets. That's like my first time to do it in my life. But thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. And Daphne, DJ Ozma, Drinking Boys, oi 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 oi. Thank you so much for the donation, Daphne. I really appreciate it. And Owl City Baby, freelance is better than full-time work. Depending on what kind of things you do. So in my case though, yeah, freelancing is a lot better for me. Just because I'm a troll, right? I do stupid things. And I talk about pooping. But won't pooping in a squat toilet make you look cooler? Like a squatting yakuza taking a poop? Do you really care about like what you look like when you take a poop? Wait, I have a serious question. Do people care about like what you look like when you are taking a poop? Do people do that? Do people do that? If you freaking think about what you look like when you're taking a poop, I really want to say you have to spend your time on thinking about other stuff other than what you look like when you're taking a poop, because it sort of makes no sense to think about that even for a second. You know what I mean? Why would you care about like what you look like when you're taking a poop? It's still dumb either way. Like, it doesn't matter if you look like this or this, you are still taking a poop, right? So, thank you. No one says you're taking a poop. That's one thing I wanted to say as well. But yeah, thank you. And yeah, but for me though, freelancing it's better, but I kind of miss working full time too. I really miss working with other people. So I mean, I still like work with other people now. And Spooky Meow, what's a good curry rice recipe? For me though, this is what I do. Onion, carrots, and tomatoes. And so you put rice and curry on it, and cheese on curry, and you just bake it in an oven. Damn, that's like the best thing. I've been like, I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore, but that's like the best thing you can make with what you have at home. So how about dried tomatoes? I think you can do that with like dried tomatoes. I just really like to, put rice and curry and cheese on it and just bake it in an oven. Not upside down. So that's like the best recipe for me, but I think it can change depending on like what kind of curry you want to eat. What I've been eating is not really curry, but what is it? It's like freaking some Italian thing, really. I feel like. And Neko Aqua, thank you so much for the donation. So let's saving money to visit Japan. I literally did that 30 minutes ago. But yeah, thank you so much for the donation. I've been saving money to visit my dream country, Japan, because I really want to talk to Japanese people. And here, can you give some advice to voice acting? Voice acting is all about sounding clear than like acting. So here, you can still like act, but what's more important is like sounding clear. It's like the most important thing in voice acting. You can literally act like, but still, people will not understand what you are saying. So instead of going, you have to go like, I sound dumb, but you still know what I'm talking about, what I'm saying, right? Like sounding clear, like, is a lot more important than anything else. You have to sound clear like this. The acting part is not that important. It's all about penis. And Vol Use, thank you so much for the donation. I am a Native American. Would Japanese people confuse my looking for Ainu? I don't really think Japanese people like even know what Ainu is anymore. We kind of learn it at school, but we really don't know like what really they are like in 2020. So I don't really think people will be confused about the difference between like a Native American and Ainu, really. I think, but I'm not really sure about this. You might have to come to Japan and see like what you will experience in Japan. As to this, I kind of grew up speaking English and Japanese both, and that's why some people think I'm not Japanese. And Ladokato, thank you so much for the donation. Have you played Among Us? If you haven't, please play it. Thank you for being yourself. Thank you so much for the donation, but let me just show you something interesting. So there's this one stupid channel called Soracho, and so this stupid channel, this is like the stupidest channel ever. And if you click on videos, so yeah, thank you so much. But thank you so much for the donation. And the dumb purple bird. Ever seen a video about the Japanese man who won a competition for the longest? I know that guy. Yeah, I know that guy. He's a legend in Japan. What is the competition called? Like Master Beta-thon or something? It's a legitimate competition, right? If you guys don't know about the competition, it's a legitimate competition like where you freaking masturbate in front of like a lot of people. What you do is like so basically this Japanese guy masturbated for like a long time, apparently 10 hours, but he touched himself for 10 hours and he freaking won in the competition. And I think he's in the Guinness book or something for like masturbating for the longest hour officially. If you guys know like what Tenga is, he works for Tenga as well. And I think he said like something really hilarious. He said something like, I lasted for 10 hours, but if I used Tenga, I wouldn't have lasted for even 1 minute or something like that. He said something like that when he won in the competition, and I remember freaking like laughing so hard at like what he said, and he was like so serious about what he said as well. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with like him and Japan? I'm Japanese myself, but still, I mean, you guys know what I mean, right? And but thank you so much for the donation and the damn purple bird. I really appreciate it. I of course know about him. And Josh Strife, you forgot unko with Ajinomoto on your curry recipe. It gives that signature brown color and thick texture. So, alright guys, let's just make it clear. If you eat poop and if you think it tastes amazing, you are simply a poop eater. It's not a normal thing. Please remember that. You are a poop eater. And again, you will get bullied for eating poop if you are still like in school. And you deserve it as well. Eating poop is a choice. You can choose to eat poop and you still like decided to eat poop. Yeah, you will get bullied and you deserve it for it. You deserve getting bullied if you eat poop, and if you freaking like started recommending people to eat poop. I mean, you deserve it like at that point. So you will be a poop eater. I just wanted people to know that eating poop is not okay. I mean, I guess it's okay. It's just all about like what you do. I mean, freedom of, not speech, but what is it in this case? Freedom of food. Poop is not food. In 2020, people eat feces and freaking say it tastes good. What's happening? But thank you so much for the donation, Just Strife. And Miss Beautiful, I love you so much. Let's get married and make babies. What you were saying is like, I mean, that's amazing, but what you were saying is like, let's get married and let's fuck. That's what you were saying. That's what you were saying, like straight up. Let's get married and let's fuck. I mean, I can be gay. Like, I don't really mind. Like, I seriously don't mind like being gay. Seriously, I think I talked about this like so many times before. But I mean, if you guys think I'm gay, I'm fine with it. Like, I literally have nothing against gay people. I have like so many gay friends as well. So now I said it, people will think I'm gay. But I mean, I literally don't mind people thinking I'm gay, honestly. So, and spooky mail, I've done it for like 5 or 6 hours before. Are there any girls right now in the stream? Yes or no? Transgender count. I mean, if you see yourself as a girl, then yeah. Alright, so I have a question. Can you if you are younger than 17, just freaking ignore my question. Don't even like answer my question if you're younger than 17. So for all the girls who are older than 18, is it really... Can you touch yourself for more than 5 hours? Is it possible? You can do that? No. I like how you just asked me I'm gay or not for asking that question. But yeah, thank you. Remember watching a Japanese game show on YouTube back then where they eat bugs because of a challenge? Why is that a thing? I don't know, I mean, Japanese people are weird, like including myself. Like freaking Japanese people eat everything, like including poop, so. You're 38, why are you asking these questions? The interesting thing about me is I'm not 38. I'm 12. And Behema, thank you so much for the donation. Well, while I see the fact that you can even talk to people on stream like this a success, I really don't think so. I mean, people... Nah. I don't really think so, but yeah, thank you. I hope you get to a point where you feel successful. After COVID, I will take you on a based $3 carry day. Then we can wrestle in the rice fields man to man. This is a question for guys, by the way. This is a question for guys. We can wrestle in the rice fields man to man. What does this mean? Is it what I'm thinking it is? Am I dirty-minded or... I like how he just like said it straight up. I like how you just said it straight up. No, he's being racist. That's like the best comment ever, like seriously. That's like the best comment ever. No, he's being racist. Oh damn. But yeah, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you so much for telling me that. I don't know like if I am supposed to like have coitus with you. But yeah, I'll think about it. Thank you. And Aaron, so did that passport say 外国人 on it? So yeah, it's a Japanese passport. What the fuck is he doing? I showed my Japanese passport. And Just Strife, thank you so much for the donation. I mean, poop curry is better than natto. I mean, how can you legitimately eat those things? You just wanna bully poop eaters because you're racist. Cancel throw now. I think we have to, like, we have to, I think we have to, okay, so first, being a poop eater So being a poop eater is like a choice, right? And what? Alright, let's just. I literally like don't understand anything like about outside of Japan anymore. Like seriously. Can you show your Japanese ass? Why do a lot of Japanese people only know penis and some other bad words? I think they know like a lot of other words as well, such as like hello, nice to meet you. Do you like blah blah blah? I don't really think a penis and like other bad words are the only words they know. But the only reason why they know about like a lot of dirty words in English is because alright, so here's the question. You guys know like how to say poop in Japanese as well, right? Like people tend to remember stupid like bad things a lot more than like normal words, right? So that's just why a lot of Japanese people also know how to say poop and penis, but not how to say how's it going or do you like curry. Instead of saying those like actual useful things, we say penis and poop. I really feel like this is gonna happen like freaking in like 50 years. You know what though? So I heard poop will be somewhat like edible in the future. Like it's possible. If the science freaking like advances a lot more, like poop will be edible. Like that's what I heard. So I feel like there will be like this one point where people start saying like stuff like this. As in poop eaters are gross. And poop eaters say like something like, but there's nothing wrong with eating poop. Right? You know what I mean? I really feel like the war between poop eaters and non-poop eaters will happen in 50 years. Like when poop is actually edible. Are you serious? There are people using papers made out of poop in the world already. Is it what you are saying? If so, they are poop touchers then. It doesn't matter if it's processed or not. Some people are freaking poop touchers. I know what you mean, but it's called brown. It's called brown. It's not called poop, like straight up. It's called brown or dark brown or something like that. It doesn't say poop, like straight up on it. I know what you were saying though. So really? Is it really a thing? And thank you for telling me you're gay suddenly. I really appreciate it. Is it really a thing? Well, let me freaking Google it now. Poop. How do I Google it? Poop color. Poop color. Never mind, let's just forget about what I just Googled. If there are any people who are curious about like the search result, don't do it. It's not worth it. Like 100%, it's not worth it. This turned into a poop discussion. That's literally like what my channel has been like. I literally have been talking about poop and piss like in every stream. Like that's like the main theme of my channel, right? Like I have to talk about poop and piss to like freaking survive in 2020. Like what the fuck am I talking about even anymore? So if we eat our own poop, will it become another poop? And if we eat it again, will it become poop again? Are there like any poop masters out there who know like everything about like how it works? If so, please tell me. I'm kind of curious about this too. I'm legit curious. Like I was thinking about going to bed now, but now I cannot freaking go to bed now. How does it work? I like how you sound like you were confident about like that, or you're proud of like being an expert of eating poop, but it's not something you should be proud of. I guess you can be proud of eating poop since nobody else does it. Constant constipation. I don't know what the fuck is happening anymore. Like what's happening? In 2020 we talk about eating poop on YouTube. What the fuck? Noctis hair, not looking very Noctis-like. Oh. I mean, this is like the closest hair to like Noctis in real life. Or I should have like just grown my hair a little bit more. Then I could have just looked like Noctis straight up. But this is like the closest hair I could get to Noctis. Hey, so I go to sleep now. Yeah, I was thinking about it. So here, this is what I'll do. It's 12:30 a.m. I have to really go to bed to start a new day. So thank you for coming to the stream, everybody. We talked about like poop and like piss and other stuff, right? Which was kind of awesome. Sometimes we have to talk about poop and piss and whatever. And I don't really think I was gonna upload a video tomorrow, but I'm not gonna do it. I think I will upload a new video next week, and I might stream like this Sunday again as well, because I'm off on Sunday and I literally don't have anything to do. So I might see you guys on Sunday at probably 1 p.m. or 12 p.m. and I'm gonna talk about some dumb things, and I might play Among Us later, but I'm not really sure like if I want to play Among Us later. So anyways, I will see you guys in 3 days on Sunday. Till then, see you, have a good day, and good night. And I will upload a video next week. See ya, take care.